currently losing everything after a recent overdose on stream, being permanently banned on YouTube on several accounts, and getting hit with a potential career-ending lawsuit alleging battery and fraud. And unfortunately for him, he live streamed himself doing half of what the lawsuit is alleging. And after talking to a couple lawyers about it, they're very certain this will trigger a criminal investigation. And again, this comes on top of the already chaotic stretch that included, the live overdose in front of thousands of viewers, his management team walking out, some serious issues with his friends and family, and then on top of everything, losing all 3 of his YouTube channels. Meaning, the dude has to stream to stay relevant now and keep his career, but with everything going on out.
This is what they say. This is what I've said. Oh wow! I made a video about Kovika last time. Oh, I was going to overdose during this live stream. This is what they say. When your choices lead, this is when you say choices have consequences. Everything you do, every action you take, and results are coming. Not right now, not tomorrow. But the fact that you can see this happen, right? You have got all your trades banned. Your means of making income. That's because of what? And this is a result. Your own choices, the choices of what? Having incompetent people around you. And the fault falls on you. Curricula, Luke Maxon. Now you have to stream to stay relevant. You see, I've always felt this is like anyone streaming or whatever you are doing, when you have become famous, like don't let the fame go into your head. No matter how young you are. But I've always believed this why the rush? I heard because you said that you take some of those drugs to stay relevant, to stay what? To be able to cope with social events. By the end of the day, what is the cost? At the cost of what? Tell me. At the cost of you losing your means? But I feel like I feel like the, there are very few people, like, they always get confused when they're making it. They think it will continue forever. You just have to stay relevant. You have to stay consistent with the normal audience. But no, you want to do more. Look what have ended you. You're about to lose everything. Curricular?
Outside of his stream, that could prevent him from doing so. And his most recent trouble comes from a lawsuit that was filed in Florida on April 29, 2026. And this was filed by an influencer by the name of Alexandra Mendoza, who's also known as Alora Siva. According to the lawsuit, Alexandra first met Clavicular when she was 16 years old, and he allegedly paid her $1,000 to film content with him in May of 2025, framing it around the idea of making her the female face of looks maxing. She says that he sent an Uber to bring her to his parents' house in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, where a party was happening, and the lawsuit claims alcohol was flowing heavily at the house and she got drunk. So from there, things allegedly went downhill, and she claims that after she got drunk and was in no position to consent, Braden was allegedly intimate with her, and even further alleges that she woke up to the following morning to him doing so again without her consent. And after that,
Now you see this shit. You see that there's always way. We talk about whether curricula is innocent, whether it's not innocent, but there's always way when people are accusing people of rape. Like it always happen when people are beginning to fall. Because when this guy was still on the rise, why didn't you complain? Why didn't you come out and say something? Now I'm actually confused. You guys think about it, because I'm a notion that if something like this have happened to you, this is bad. You have to come out and say it. If you're scared, if you believe that you're still young, you're scared. After you have 10, after you have 10 to adult, can't you say something? Why have you waited till now? Because I'm always in the no, I'm always in the belief that where like like something have happened to me, something have happened to you, something an essay. It's not something you keep it inside. Who are you scared of? Come and say it. Because I've always been that most of these cases always coming out. It follows a pattern. When the person was high top, high on, they're quiet. But when it's beginning to drop, when everything is going to fall apart, they're suing him like, were you scared that when you see him to not have gone through? Because no, I want to get something. I want to get something out. It's to let's make this thing clear. Essay is bad. But see, the false accusation of someone is actually worse because the false accusation of people, but of men have led most of them in praises and what, and later the post are coming to see the truth. So my question: why haven't you said something all this while? Because to this day, I can never understand this. But people have tried to explain to me and saying that they are scared that this. But why aren't you scared now? But think about it. Somebody is losing all his stuff. What does he have to lose? Why as when he was on top there, when all the media was what, when he was getting more traffic on him. Well, that's where you could have made something a big case. But when he's coming there, why is he? Well, let's see where the case go.
The two apparently didn't speak for months, and when they eventually ran into each other again, Alexandra says that she still believed that he could help with her career. So she accepted an invite to a streaming session, and this is when she alleges that Clavicular, at some point during the stream, injected her face with a fat dissolving compound called Aqualix, live on
Okay.
camera. And I mean, there's clips of this online. Now, if it really was the thing they said it was, nobody really knows for sure, except for them. So obviously this was live on camera, and she's saying without her permission and without him holding any medical license to perform such a procedure. And apparently he was also implying that the Walter White special had also been added to the injection, which is crazy if that's true as well.
Dude, I can already see a clip. Clav injects.
Chat, we're
No. My question is, you can see from the video. Why were you sitting down? No, no, doesn't make sense. Oh. No, no. Are you guys seeing this thing? Like it is. You see, it is when the guy is going on his downfall and you're now seeing. But you can see from the video, she's sitting down this way. Why are you not fighting back? No, nobody's stopping you. Why aren't you fighting back? You're gonna tell me you are scared? No, yeah. Sometimes the way some of these stories come out, it doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all to me. Like, let's look at
Relax,
it.
maxing her. Relax, maxing her. It's all good. Dr. Clav? Yeah.
But obviously, Clavicular is no doctor. He's not having her sign consent forms and
Yes.
liability waivers to let him do this. So clearly, that live stream clip does not help his case whatsoever here. And Alexandra said
Of
even though
course.
she continued seeing him because she still believed that he was working to help her career, that turned out to not be the case, as she claims that he eventually ran what she described as a campaign to damage her reputation, which she says cost her sponsorships. And the lawsuit lists battery, fraud, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and unauthorized use of her name and likeliness amongst its claims, and seeking damages of more than $50,000. His attorney, Steve Kramer, responded to the lawsuit by saying that they're aware of the complaint recently filed against Clav. However, he says that these are allegations only and remain unproven. Mr. Peters denies the claims and disputes the characterization of the events. He will respond through the appropriate legal channels and intends to vigorously defend himself, adding that they will not comment further at this time. And shortly after this lawsuit became public, Clavicular was also reportedly dropped by Stake, as he put out a statement on his Discord saying there is no Stake leaderboard anymore, we canceled it. And one could only assume that would be a major financial source of income for him. And even though these are only allegations, and of course, none of it has been proven, some parts of the filing describe behavior that Alexandra says that she witnessed firsthand. One example is her claim that before the stream began, she once saw Clavicular and a group of others using a white powdery substance, which she says she immediately declined when it was offered to her. Now, the reason that detail kind of stands out is it creates a natural link for more recent public footage involving Clavicular, as just a few weeks ago,
You see, there's always something they say. It is always nice. When you are when you are rising up, it's always nice to see you rising up. But what people love that see hero rising up is when the downfall of a hero. Don't get me wrong, Kavlaka is no hero here. But you can see from the lady, no, I've seen, she was going through with all this thing, but with the notion that Kavlaka was going to help her with her career. You see, when you have something in it, when you believe all his nonsense would have helped you in your career, you're you're on board. You're on board because You will benefit from it. But when everything have turned back on you, when the ship have sink down, you say you're not going down. We're taking a piece of a treasure. You see, till this day, it stream from the fact that it's stream from the fact, first of all, curricular, I feel like no, like I feel like ignorant. I feel like you don't take and this lady from what this lady is saying from the case, god dang, like she's adding more fuel to the fire because white substance. When we talk about white substance, what do you mean? Everybody know what white substance means. No, nobody's going to take a sugar. Nobody's going to take a salt. It is going to one way. It's hard to see. I ain't saying shit too. This guy ain't saying shit. I ain't saying shit. But from what I say, but see, my own notion is that why have you come out right now? So you have seen all this and you're quiet. You are an accomplice, but you're quiet. But when it's not benefiting you no more, you have decided to sue him. Some of you are snakes. Some of you are snakes under green grass. We are snakes. I'm telling you.
Clavicular and his friends, including another looks maxing TikToker, were walking around a mall area in Brickell, Miami, IRL streaming. Clavicular definitely seemed off. His speech was very slurry, and he was definitely struggling to pull off conversations.
Holy. What's up, man? How are you?
Oh,
What's good, man? Holy. Sure. What's it say? 100%. Guess no.
You take it.
Did I take it?
well overdosed.
Sorry, I can't even. I'm absolutely gone.
Then kept repeating that he was destroyed and he was doing his best to stay functional.
Sorry. I'm trying my best to lock in, but I'm a little destroyed right now. Holy dude, I'm trying my best, but I'm destroyed right now.
But as it seems, him doing his best to stay functional was not enough because by the time they got inside the bar, whatever he had taken really caught up with him. So he sat down, he started swaying, and within a short amount of time, things did not look good whatsoever. Because that's when it became clear to everyone watching that he was ODing.
What's up, guys? Where's somewhere I can sit down for a second? Oh my god. Holy. What? Oh, W. Dude, I'm gone. Oh my god. Holy.
I have another IRL streamer by the name of Androgenic who honestly has a whole lore to himself. Honestly, that's just another video. But regardless, I mean, he's sitting there, he doesn't know what to do, so he offers him a stimulant. And that's, I guess, around the time when the cameraman realized, uh-oh, something's really wrong, so he panned away from Clavicular, and the stream then cut.
You want natty? You want natty? You want an addy?
So once the stream ended, people were like, okay, what just happened? What caused this to happen? So in the hours that followed, people actually started going through the stream footage and clips, piecing together what Clav and his circle had been taking.
You see, with this video, no, I've spoken on this video, but it shows that those around him don't actually care. Until someone said that now this is a stimulant, like if someone's going to OD and you take it, it will help you out. But come on, boss. It is that sad, bro. It's fucking sad. Yeah, and I don't fucking know how to put it in words. But what I can say that nigga is done. He's about to be done, bro. Because when the lawsuit has begun and things are beginning to wait, when you say when the domino falls, it falls in sequence. It's fucking falls in sequence. It just keep going. It keep going over and over and over again. That's what's about to happen to you, bro.
And apparently they were going crazy about the Pentastack, which is just a whole plethora of substances I can't even say here on this channel. But one of the substances here has a very unforgiving margin. At lower doses, it produces kind of a euphoric and loose feeling that some people compare to alcohol without calories, which you may guess is the reason why it became popular in the looks maxing community. But I guess the gap between working as intended and dangerous is really pretty narrow. And it narrows further when you combine it with a whole bunch of other stuff, which means at a certain point, it stops being recreational and starts affecting your breathing until you pass out. And earlier from the stream, Clav appeared to be drinking this from a small bottle. And apparently this is something that's normally dosed in capfuls. And this guy's just drinking it straight from the bottle. So clearly he was having a little bit more than that intended amount. And then he was also talking about having something he called blue throughout the night, which a lot of people are speculating to be the Walter White special, though honestly it's hard to say what exactly that could be because we can only speculate. But either way, whatever combination he had was bad, and he ended up ODing on it. And after the stream went dark, Androgenic then later explained on Twitter what happened in the moments that followed. And by his account, the shift went from worrying to serious in just a few seconds. Clav went from speaking to being unresponsive almost instantly, and the group made the call to get him out of there and get him to the hospital. And there was footage of Clav being carried out of the venue by his security and loaded up into a black SUV. And TMZ also shared a recording of a call from Miami EMS dispatchers mentioning a 20-year-old male overdose at a South Miami Avenue address where the stream had taken place.
Rescue 16 trying to respond, 20-year-old male overdose. Rescue 16 trying to respond, 20-year-old male overdose.
And what followed was his parents were reportedly informed, and his father, who lives in New Jersey, was now heading straight to Miami. And by the following morning, Clav had been discharged and was back home. And he posted a selfie with his face scraped up from the mask and addressed the whole situation. And he said the substances had been his way of managing what he described as the difficulty of being in public, and acknowledged that the approach had clearly stopped being sustainable. And it was, you know, by his own standards, a pretty unguarded moment. And apparently he said the worst part of the whole thing was the way the life support mask made him descend, which I guess means that he thinks he looks worse after using a life support mask. Like hell.
Yeah, he's actually he's worried. He's worried about not looking so cool. He's worried about not looking look maxim, bro. But what you can see is this. All that I've said over the fact that he said himself. You see, I like the fact that he said that he took a little bit of accountability for what he did. Like when he came back to make a post about what about the substances he took, he was taking to social cope. To me, like why do you need left on me? If you become popular, everybody know you. You, you are known by a lot of people around you, around where you stream. Around, why do you need substances to cope socially? Come on, that is when you began to be yourself. I understand that he's 21 and all. He's still going and shit. Come on, my bro. If you are rushing in your process because some things happen this way, this is when you are you learn, you get the experience as you are doing all this. But if you are taking substances, how will you get the experience? Because you rely on them. When you become reliant on them, you will never grow. Because when you don't have it, you'll be feeling anxious, you'll be feeling hectic. And that's what you can see right now. And my name is one about not looking cool because they keep a fucking life mark for you. If you never wanted it, you will never have OD. You never have OD. Worrying about the wrong things in the wrong time, bruv. Come on.
Hello? Obviously, he's trying to be funny, but like, come on, dude. But what happened after the hospital is where the story just becomes insane. Because on Wednesday, the day after the incident, Clav went live on his Kick and he told his viewers that he was done with substances and that he hoped this would be permanent. And I guess that created a real problem for his IRL streaming because the two, you know, they were kind of synonymous. He needed substances like this to be able to stream, according to him.
And I ain't gonna be doing any more substances for a little while, hopefully for forever. But that means I can't really IRL stream anymore.
He said he hoped to be doing something for a while. Hopefully, forever. You see, I like the fact that he said it, but he knows it's not going to be easy. For a while, hopefully, hopefully forever. I said hopefully, hopeful forever. But just wait and see, bro.
So that's the thing. As you guys know, I'm quite brutal without that. So I think I have to figure something else out. Either practice mogging sober or just find a new form of content.
But later that
Yes. That's how you see. Yes, you have to find something. And what you say, imitation is the best teacher, bro. What do you do? You go out there. Who knows whether you have, who know whether you have taken something or not? Come on, like, nigga, what? You are popular. What? You are popular. I say, so why are you scared to speak on live, bro? I don't understand this shit, bro. They are watching you. They are even watching you. You are anxious because what? How many people? Is it 5,000 are watching you, bro? They are not in front of you. They are over the phone. They are watching from their phone. So what do you care? You see, I feel like, oh, what people don't understand. I feel like the social called a state of being. Like, how you believe that you are the Luke Maxim king or whatever I say. Like, you see, that is how you are. You switch your brain. You are still going. That's what to call neoplasticity. That is how what you change your way of thinking. You what you can redesign the rewire how you think, how your brain works. So you can rewire in the sense that when you're in front of the camera, you don't feel shit. You see, I feel like I always say this thing. When you're trying to get over a substance, this is how you go about it. If you can't do it, if you stop it all at once, or it's too much, or when you see that if you take a little bit, you continue again, you think about the feeling you had when you once take when you have once taken a substance. This is what I mean, bro. You are scared. You are thinking of how to do it. What? Think of the feeling. You know how you feel when you take the substances, right? When you think about it, you believe you are in that mood. You go into a role as an actor would say. You enter the character. You enter the character of Kovika doing stream. That's a character. When the stream is off, you go back to yourself. But what will I say? It's the case, so this is really working out.
Night, he showed up at Bacara nightclub in Miami for an event that he booked and promoted even before the OD happened. Except this wasn't just any appearance. This was literally the grand opening of his club. And even though the doctors had told him to go home and rest, he was very publicly not at home resting at all.
In the hospital, like, what are you gonna do? Like after you leave? And I was like, dude, I got the club grand opening. And they were like, oh, I don't think you should go. I think you should take it easy, rest. I was like, dude, you gotta be on the grind. So that's still happening.
But I guess while all of that was happening publicly, a few things were unfolding behind the scenes. So when Cloud's father, Ken, heard about what happened to his son, he flew down from New Jersey to Miami. And apparently the goal of this visit was to get his son help. But that clearly didn't go in the father's favor because the dude went and opened his nightclub regardless. And according to sources who spoke to TMZ, Clav even refused to meet with his father. So on his stream, he told his audience that he wanted his dad there, but his dad never showed up. But according to those same sources that TMZ had, that was a version of events that didn't really match what actually happened. Because his father did apparently show up, but he was turned away. So the father had no choice but to fly back to New Jersey without having the conversation that he came out to have. And then, around the same time, Andrew Janik was escorted out of Clav's house by security and handed a ticket back to Australia, as I guess the people around Clav had apparently decided his presence was not helping. And he briefly appeared on social media to say the situation was complicated and he couldn't say much.
I'm no longer in the US, and I'm not sure how much I can say, but I can say this situation is
Then he was separately banned from Kick after he knocked a woman over during an altercation that happened.
Oh shit! Now, first of all, God, I don't know why you chased your dad away. The fact that he came to see you, he took a pledge right away. That means he cares about you. Sometimes most people we don't know the story. We're going by what is being in the video, but some of you out there, cherish the time you have with your parents because they'll not be here soon. Oh. We're all fucking going to die, bro. We'll die someday, and and the way you are going, the way this is going, you have regret, bro. You have regrets, and we are human. Regrets will come. There's no way. Sometimes you have regrets, but this one you need to make clear. Your regret in life must not have to be something that have to be about the parents that you have not spent time with them when you have the moment to. You have not called them when you're supposed to do. That is never supposed to be a regret to you. This about and the fact that this macho man is being sent back to Australia, eh, it was coming sooner or later. But my name was going to shit. My name said, "Do you want Nadi? Do you want Nadi?" Okay, and I'm feeling that he's trying to get his cycle. He's trying to get the right people around him, but come on, it's what's going to happen, bro.
on stream a few days after everything happened.
Okay, and listen, I just got banned on Kick after the entire night of trying to be as nice as possible to every single person. Everyone who comes up to me, I'm positive, I'm nice to everyone. Everyone's just projecting hate onto me. And you're telling me I break up a fight between two women, I'm trying to save some poor woman getting beaten up, and I get banned on Kick. I'm just trying to spread positivity as much as possible. This is such
But that wasn't the end of his worries, because a few days later, because of the same incident, he was eventually arrested for pushing over that woman. Then on top of that, to make things even worse for the guy, he was banned from both Fortitude Valley and Brisbane City for a month.
I'm going to place you under arrest in relation to that for public nuisance.
Brisbane-based looks maxing influencer Andrew Jenick was arrested in Fortitude Valley and has been banned from the city's Safe Night precincts. The arrest, which was live streamed, was in relation to a public nuisance incident on April 18. The 25-year-old was taken to the police station, issued an infringement notice and served with a banning notice from the Fortitude Valley and Brisbane City.
Bro, you stated that you were trying to spread positive energy. You stated that you were trying to separate a fight between two women. So how come you have been arrested? Were you lying to us? You said, this is a notion. This is a notion. Whether investigation is still going on or not. But the fact that you have been arrested is beginning to show that your information was not correlating with what you were saying. You are lying to us, the viewers. You are lying to your fans. Those who support you. Come on, how come? Oh, this is hurtful. Yo, some of you, you have this thing coming, bro. You have this thing coming. See, this is how it's supposed to happen. When streamers are going overboard, the police have to step in. They have to step in, bro. They have to press the paddle down. This is how some of you have to feel it. You have to feel this shit. You have to feel your back against the wall. Anyway, they say he's banned from the city. What? 9 to 5 from 2 city 9 to 5. I can't see, but what I can say is this. It's about to get gold, baby.
Safe Night precincts for 1 month.
I was arrested
1 month.
for attempting to protect a woman from being assaulted. My bad,
Yeah.
guys.
You are double down on it. Okay, you are double down. Okay, you are arrested. That means you are free. You are double down what you are saying. We don't know what is true or not, but either way, yes, see. I was arrested.
But as if Clavicular's issues were not bad enough, now his PR manager, Mitchell Jackson, announced that he was stepping back until Clav agreed to seek treatment for his addiction. So now he's pushed 3 people that were close to him out of his life in just a few days. But the whole father
No. But you see, the PR manager, that's a nice call. You see, that means that guy actually, in some weird way, care for Clive. He says he's quitting and said what to seek treatment for overdose. He's trying to what give an ultimatum. It's either he believes it's indispensable, or he believes that he has seen a lot of stuff happen. He's a PR manager, so he has seen a lot of stuff happen, a lot of stuff he has done. So he believes that his word holds some weight, hold a little bit of power. So either way, try. As a PR is saying, get some help. The guy cares for you.
situation is apparently not something new. That's been building for a while, because Clav has talked about his parents on stream multiple times, and the way he described it for the most part makes it seem like that they're very concerned with how he's living, and he's claiming they're trying to control him. And his dad would call during marathon streams, ask him to sleep, and Clav would always push back. And there's even a clip that's been out for weeks now where the father is on the phone asking for him to rest, and Clav, who I guess has been up for 2 days straight, dismisses it and keeps streaming.
Hey, Dad?
Yeah.
Why are you, giving me all these different problems?
I'm asking you to go to sleep since you've been up for 40 hours straight.
Dad, I'm trying to make money.
Who cares about money? I don't want you to die.
I care about money.
All right, well, if you die making it, I don't know if it's going to spend it. Just get some sleep, right? We're just concerned about you, okay?
All right, yeah.
We're just concerned about you.
No,
Okay? That's wrong.
it's bad.
No,
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. I know I shouldn't be up for 2 days in a row. This is the first time I've ever done that, but I've never.
We're just concerned about you. That's all.
No, you're not concerned about me. You're threatening me. You're like, oh, I'm gonna turn off your phone service and all that.
But I guess the most
Yeah, this is ridiculous, bro. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, yo. You're going to turn off your phone service. So that is still paying for your phone service with all the money with all the money you're making. No, oh no, but on the low, bro. Your dad actually cares for you. The fact that he's calling you, go to sleep. This is not about controlling. This concern. That is it wrong for a parent to care for that child? No, you see, we all understand this. We have to be obsessed with our grind. We have to be obsessed in our quest to make money. But please, money ain't everything. Money is alright, but money is not good. What's the whole point of making money if you die, bro? What's the whole point of saving if you're going to die? If you fall down and die, because you know this, you're going to die on a random day. You don't know what the day is. I'm telling you, you have to leave, bro. You have to leave. Use my hand gestures. Let me use my hand gestures. You have to leave, bro.
recent tension they had before all of this is when Clav revealed that his father had canceled his phone plan over a business deal that he hadn't cleared. And Clav's response to all this was to apparently block his father.
Block him. Are you kidding me? You turned off my phone service, so I'll just get a different data plan. So, yeah, just someone get me a new data plan if that's actually true. It's an eSIM. No, that's you immediately. I hate that. He's never done. I don't give. It's on me. It's like, what do you mean you're canceling my phone because I didn't listen? It's like, I've done more deals than he has in his entire life.
I can only imagine how tough this is for a parent to see your kid almost passing away on a live stream, and then he has like no care in the world to even stop doing the thing that put him in that situation to begin with.
You see, I feel like cry. You're in the notion that your parents want to hold you back. And the notion that your parents want to stop you from reaching the heights you think you deserve, the heights you think you see in your own vision. But this is the whole notion as a parent. You want that child to be saved, the one that kid to be saved. You may not understand it, you may see it as a nuisance, you may see it as annoying, you may see it as controlling. But sometimes that's what it is. You see, it's all everybody want money, everyone wants success. But I want to ask the parent, do you want your child to be successful or you want your child to be healthy and well? They choose to be healthy and well. You see, Clyde, the whole point is that nobody's asking you to stop. They say take a minute, take a break back. Go to the hospital. Work on yourself. You see, there's one notion. I've always have one idea, one phrase, one sentence I'll tell myself. In my quest in trying to make money in life, am making sure I'm not going to I will not end up using the money I have made in treating myself in my old age. Because to me, that is the peak of stubbornness. I've told myself this over and over again. How are you in your quest to make money? At the end of the day, the money that you have made for the plans you have, whether it's to what, whether it's to get a house, to get cars, you are using the money to treat yourself. What you are using the money what to cure illnesses? What for your health? That means indirectly in your quest in making money, you neglected your health, and so all the money you have gotten, it is now going back what to care yourself. Doesn't make sense? Doesn't make sense. So, bro, get it in your head. It's all nice and all. You have to be obsessed. You have to be disciplined. There's nothing like balance. Yes, I'm quoting some motivational speeches. You must be unbalanced in what you have, but there's one thing, bro. There's one thing you need to understand. Once in a while, you need to take a step back, relax, rest, and let the world go. Let the world move, and just relax. Because the whole look market thing, Clyde. If you are gone, somebody will take over. Someone will fucking take over, bro. So the whole point of this is that You take care of yourself. When you are more healthy, you move on. You see, sometimes you go down, you go up, you come down, but you're not listening. Well, the whole point of this, what is you funny to me, bro? Like, you see, you make more deals, your father still paying for your for your phone plan. You're still on your father, you're still on your parents, what? Your phone service. Come on, bro. Ah.
Obviously, the dude is 20. He has more money than he ever dreamed of, and this is all from the nonstop live streaming. But if he continues at this rate, things are going to go really bad for him. And it seems like things are already not going his way. And now he's pretty much only a streamer because, as I mentioned earlier, the YouTube thing happened where all of his YouTube channels were permanently banned. According to him, his accounts were banned with no prior notice. And he also posted about it on Twitter, tagging YouTube's official accounts and asking for the channels back. And I guess his argument was the channels were educational resources for young men, and that his team had been careful blurring content and staying within the community guidelines. The problem is he's promoting a whole lot of stuff that YouTube doesn't want to really be associated with, and his YouTube channels really work as a top of funnel for the courses he sells, which then, you know, he obviously promotes certain things that are not legal whatsoever. But YouTube did actually respond to this, and it was a little bit more straightforward because Clavicular's original YouTube channel has actually been terminated back in November 2025 for linking to content that violated the platform's policies around illegal and regulated goods and services. And that's kind of what I was talking about. I just didn't realize that the two new channels were banned for essentially ban evading, because that's what they confirmed it was for. So the first channel got banned for what I thought the two other channels got banned for, but the two other channels got banned for ban evading because of essentially what I said. So as of right now, he still has his Kick account. He doesn't have a stake deal anymore, from what I can tell. He does have his Instagram and his TikTok. So those are up. That's okay. So just in the last couple of months, a lot of this dude's income has vanished overnight. Now, he is pivoting to other types of businesses, which we might go into in the future. But for now, it's really not looking good for him. So I guess.
So, what have we learned, ladies and gentlemen? What I've learned is that you can never be on the top alone. This will happen. You see, this is why you need to take your time and learn. In your quest, what? For money. In your quest, in your hustle for money, you have to make sure what you're being associated, what you're being associated. Yes, what you're being linked with. It means the word link. What you're being linked, what you're being linked with. Make sure that it's not something that can tear down your source of income. But as you can see, bro, here's what will happen. But the whole point is that cry, your parents care for you, listen to them. Or sometimes I can get you away, try and get help. And at the same time, money is good, the grind is nice. But what is the whole point? If at the end of the day you are on a fucking hospital bed and and, you can't spend the money, it doesn't make sense. And what you can see is that if this is not taken care, cry will lose his shit. Do I care? Of course I care. Of course, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't fucking give a fuck, bro. Niggas old enough. He's 21, so you have to learn. You have to learn something. But what I can say is that it is sad to see a young man going through this shit. He needs guidance. Sometimes he may not know. He may not know. He will think that folks are trying to what? Trying to stop on him. Trying to stop on his success. But what I can say is this: keep trying, bro. Listen. Try to listen, try to rest. That's what I'll tell you. And once again, open up on this out. See you in the comment section, bro.